Hello, everyone. Welcome to Strange Old Men in a Strange Old Cave, a podcast where it's slightly inconsistent, but that's because the co-hosts only do it from time to time, and we'll try it every week, but it's also a hobby. I'm Tommy
Pretty
Hale.
informal.
Yeah, informal, but that's how we roll. Not really, actually. I'm Tommy Hale. I'm with Harrison
And
Smith,
I'm some jerkwad.
who's also named Harrison Smith, or Harry, my boy, or
Yep.
my hairiest son.
Indeed, those are me.
Mm-hmm. So, it's kind of funny. Last week, we recorded an episode, but people just kept going into my room when I had a sign up on my door saying that, hey, I was recording, don't come in. They did it like 3 times. Or, no,
Mm.
twice, because there's 3 separate clips.
Mm.
Yeah, not very fun. See, that's kind of one of the reasons why I would like a lock on my door. It would probably only be for that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, whatever. It's not like I have much control over that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've got it. Oh, wow. All right, so I'm looking at the reviews for Sniper Elite 3, and they're really bad.
Sniper Elite 3?
Yes.
I thought Sniper Elite 3 was so much better than Sniper Elite 2.
Really? I
Oh,
played it, and I've got pretty bored of it. And then I
which one?
returned it.
Which
Sniper
one?
Elite 3.
Really?
Yeah, I
Well,
got bored of it.
you never played co-op, I don't think.
No, I didn't.
No, my cousin and I, we co-op the entire thing. But I don't know, him and I really enjoy it, and
All right.
we beat all of Sniper Elite 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just something we enjoy, and we want to both get Sniper Elite 4, but we just haven't picked it up yet, because money.
Mm-hmm.
Because ain't nothing in this world for free.
There ain't no rest for the wicked, Tommy.
Yep, insert cool slide guitar here.
Anyway, also speaking of that song, the Scott Bradley Postmodern Jukebox version. Well, boy, ooh, if I do say so, boy, ooh, that is some spicy stuff right there, right there. If I do say so myself, my boy, ooh, that is some good ass stuff.
Harrison, I feel like we just need to record that bit. You should have that for your ringtone.
Okay,
Well, we can do that later.
all right, yeah.
um, who's the singer for that one?
What's that?
Who's the singer for that one?
Joy Cook.
Joy Cook.
Joey, not Joy.
Oh,
I said it sounded a little like Joy when I said it,
they
but it is Joey.
Joey. Oh, okay, I remember her.
Yeah, I really.
She's no freaking. Was it Haley Reinhart?
Yeah, I prefer Joey Cook.
I remember your favorite used to be like Adelaide something or something.
Oh yeah. Um. Let's see. What's her name? Haley Reinhart, like the normal, or the here.
Uh, I'm trying to think of the song they did. It was um, bum, bum, bum.
They've been
I know.
branching out in their music a lot lately, which I
Yeah,
appreciate.
although they still keep it quote unquote vintage, and really they just do jazz. But it's
Yeah.
not. But they hit the broad spectrum of jazz. Well, yeah, I'd say broad spectrum of jazz because it's so broad. Because you got like Chicago jazz, which
Hmm.
will sound a bit different than New York jazz, and then you have New Orleans jazz, which is just gonna sound
Which
different.
is it's its own thing.
Yeah, and then they have some. I know that they have some like doo-wop stuff, and
Hmm.
that's like that's super 50s. That just honestly kind of reminds me uh of like Sam Cooke.
Hmm.
They have that like kind of the late 50s, early 60s crooner sound.
And
Uh,
then they've also got some they've been branching into by branching out I mean more they've been going into 50s
mm,
R&B or doo-wop or boy band, not boy band, kind of boy
the
styles.
boy band like 80s or
No,
like
no, no, no,
90s.
like
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
50s boy band.
Oh, well, that I don't think that was real. Wait, you something like Buddy Holly in the Comets,
Yeah.
or who, Haley in the Comets or whatever?
Or I was thinking Beach Boys.
Oh, okay, okay. I guess they'd be considered a boy band.
Yeah.
But I remember when they did mainly 30s and 40s jazz. That was ages ago. But no, I like that they're branching out because there's so many different types.
Yeah.
And yeah, jazz is just awesome. It's also distinctly American, which is cool.
Yes, I love
Yeah,
jazz.
I don't know. I feel some sort of pride when it comes to like, oh yeah, that's American.
Yeah.
Something like jazz, because there's a lot of good jazz artists that aren't American, but it started in
Hmm.
America. Same with blues. I can't think of any other blues. Well, there's other than Eric Clapton. I can't really think of any other blues players that aren't American.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm. Do you know if J.J. Cale is American?
No. The only real uh I my fav by far my favorite jazz band is probably the Bill Evans Trio. They're great. That's pretty much the only jazz.
I was talking about blues.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I zoned out.
Okay,
Um,
they're very
well, I don't really
relatable.
listen to blues.
Oh man, I don't know. I kind of my dad had a bit of a phase, and it stuck with me, and I love every minute of
Hmm.
it. Um, yeah, blues also has a really wide spectrum, but it would be very strange if uh, postmodern jukebox did blues. I mean, if they were going to do blues, it would have to be like early blues. What I
Yeah.
like to call older school blues, because on the Sirius XM, one of their stations, satellite radio. For those who don't know,
Hmm.
also satellite radio is friggin' fantastic. I love it so much.
All right.
If you ever get a chance to get satellite radio, it's
Hmm.
worth it because there's like so many more stations, and they even have like more specific stations like one that my mom used to always listen to before she didn't have satellite radio anymore. It was 40s on 4, which is just a bunch of like 40s jazz and whatnot, and I love it. They also have
All
like a
right.
I remember that they had a one that was a Frank Sinatra, although they also
Ooh.
had other artists most likely because only Frank Sinatra would get boring after a while. You have to throw in some Dean Martin. Um,
Just crooner style. I just you have to throw in some stuff other than crooner. So maybe some shoot. I forgot his name. Uh,
well,
he died in a plane crash in during World War II. I forget his
Glenn
name.
Miller.
Glenn Miller.
Well,
Thank you.
that's big band. That's and a lot of the crooners actually
No,
played
I
with the
know. I
big
mean, like,
bands.
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you have to throw in some big band stuff.
Yeah,
You have to throw. Glenn
a lot of
Miller also did some jazz.
well, yeah, he was a
Um,
jazz musician, so
yeah, but
jazz. He did
most people know him for his like swing big band stuff.
yeah. I know that there's an album that Frank Sinatra and Count Basie did. They did a lot of work together.
Hmm.
And Nat King Cole and Dean Martin did a lot of work together. And Nat King Cole is also one of my favorite artists because he's freaking amazing.
Hmm.
There's Nat King Cole and then the Nat King Cole trio, and so nice.
Hmm.
Although an artist that I feel like not a whole lot of people know is Louis Jordan. He was a 40s uh, jazz band. It was Louis Jordan and his something orchestra or something.
Hmm.
They're pretty awesome. They have some pretty funny songs too, because uh, there's songs back then that were just plain funny. One
Hmm.
of them, he has one that's called "Beware," or it's either "Beware" or "Brother Beware," and it's basically him saying, "All right, if your girl's doing this, do the opposite." Pretty much, you got to make sure that she's not hooking you.
Mhm.
It's pretty funny. And then he has another one. I think it's called like Sister Look Out, which is
Mhm.
just like the same song. It's the same tune, same melody, same everything, except the lyrics are a bit different because it's saying, "Hey,
Mhm.
girl, you gotta look out if your man's trying to do this." It's really funny.
All right. And also, there's I don't know who it's by, but there is a song that is played at the dance hall fairly often. It's a foxtrot, and it's a dialogue between two old black guys, talking about one of their girlfriends.
Is you is or is you
Yes,
ain't?
oh, is you ain't my baby.
Yeah, that's
And
BB
I
King
like it.
and someone else.
Okay. I like it. I think it's funny because that, at the beginning of the song, they're talking about like, oh, I love her so much. She's so great. And then like,
I
as
think
the
the other
song
guy's a white guy.
continues, I don't know. But
But
as this,
BB King is he played that, but he didn't
as
originally
this,
write it.
all right. Well, as the song continues, they're like, maybe I don't love her. Maybe she's sleeping around. And then the song ends like when they're like, maybe I don't like her very much.
No, yeah, it's funny. Like
It's
a
pretty
lot.
funny.
There's actually like a lot of songs that are like back then that were just funny. You need to listen to it. It's like what?
Hmm.
Another one that's pretty funny is "Teamwork" by Bing Crosby and I forgot the other guy. It was from the movie Road to Hong Kong, I think.
Mm.
But it was a more show tune, but it's hilarious. Oh,
Hmm.
Danny Kaye is also really funny.
Hmm.
He's also a comedian back then too,
Oh, all right.
and all of you guys probably know the movie The Secret Life of Walter Mitty with Ben Stiller and whatnot,
Hmm.
which is fantastic. I really liked it. But apparently, it was originally a movie back from the 50s starring Danny Kaye.
Hmm. All right.
Yep,
Ooh, leg cramp.
that's unfortunate.
Um, yeah. Uh, hmm. Now, Tommy, uh, we got pretty off track of what we were going to talk about today, and I think we should swing back, do an about face,
Hmm.
and start talking about what we were planning on talking about, which is rhythm and motion.
Yes, rhythm and motion. We tried recording a session last week. We did, but like I said earlier, it didn't go very well because people kept coming into my room in and out, and it was very annoying. Even though
Hmm.
I had a sign that said, "Hey, I'm recording," they didn't listen.
Hmm.
And I just looked at it and I'm like, I think it would make a much better podcast if we just deleted that one and
Just
redid it.
restarted, yeah.
Yeah. So, Rhythm and Motion was the big old dance showcase that Harrison and I were working on for the past.
Exclusively us, nobody else.
Yeah, obviously.
Just us. It was me and Tommy dancing in wigs the whole time.
And they didn't even know how to. And the way we projected that other couples or what looked like other couples are on the floor, mirrors.
Hmm.
We use mirrors
Yep,
to
like
make it look like there's other people.
have you ever been to uh the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland?
Mirrors.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Mirrors.
it's the same exact. We actually invented that
Hmm.
technology for Walt Disney.
Hmm. Back in the 30s.
Yep. Actually, it was more the 50s because. No, yeah, it was
No, no,
1950s.
no, Tommy, it was the 30s.
1830s. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Go.
Anyway,
Go tell your parents.
never tell your
Yeah.
parents.
Oh, I think we're getting some mixed signals here.
Hmm.
Anyways.
Or, oh yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
sitting.
But yeah, it's a dance showcase that we were part of for our dance studio. A lot of fun. We've been working on it since January, and it's kind of funny throughout the entire thing. Some people definitely had their doubts. They're like, "Oh, I'm not sure if we'll do a good show," because
Yeah,
I felt like
I was one of those.
yeah, I actually wasn't this year.
Mm.
But basically, I felt like it was a lot of unstructuredness, and a little too much slack. People weren't dealing with a whole lot. People weren't pretty much doing what they should have done.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, we put on a good show.
Yeah,
It's
it was
that
a good time.
it's that Paradise Dancers Magic, P-Town Dancers Magic, whatever you want
Mm-hmm.
to call us. But
You
yeah,
mean the shit? The show's in 2 weeks, and I'm halfway done with this piece. I've got a speed practice.
and we somehow pull it off. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the hidden talents of our dance studio. It's being able to just do something and get
Is
crap done.
Yeah, is finishing 50% of a piece in a week after having 3 months to do it.
Yeah, interesting stuff. If your dance studio doesn't teach it, well, I can't really teach it to you because I don't know how I even do it.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't know how I somehow memorize 12 pieces,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot. That's like about, let's say an average is 2 minutes. It might have been more of an average of 3. But let's say 2 minutes, so 2 times 12, that's going to be 24 minutes of choreography.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, no, this show is more like 3, so that's 36. No. Wait, yes, 36. It's 36 minutes of choreography. That's over a half hour.
A heck of a lot of dancing.
Yeah.
Let's see, I was in 7 pieces, which I mean I think 2 to 3 minutes a piece. So let's assume 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's 17 and a half minutes of choreography.
But no, that's still a whole lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of dancing.
Yeah.
And you're doing stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm. But nevertheless, the show went well. It's funny. I made a documentary, or I'm currently in the process of editing it. But I made a documentary about the whole process, pretty much,
Mhm.
or at least from my point of view of what the whole process was. I didn't get into the nitty gritty of getting sponsors and all that stuff because I didn't. Well, no, I half choreographed something this year, a solo piece that my dance partner and I did. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I started editing it more recently, and the reason why I'm making this is because I'm in the last video course at my school, and we have a capstone project, and that's what it is, because that's a capstone class. Yeah, I have no real idea when it's due. I think it's due pretty much like more towards the end of school.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's a good, it's a good topic for a documentary.
but also it was the only thing I could have done
Yeah, like
because
what else?
because all my weekends were taken up because of Rhythm and Motion.
Mhm.
So, thus I couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I have that big old project I need to edit. And then I don't know, I have stuff with my job. Although I recently did finish some videos for that I still haven't gotten feedback on, so that's kind of lame.
Mhm.
But, whatever.
I think you know, I definitely came into employment problems with Rhythm and Motion. I'm trying to build back my accountability to my boss. But I think it was worth it.
Mm-hmm. I was lucky enough because I work from home because I just remote log on to stuff.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I was lucky enough to even have that job in the first place. But
All right. I've been spoiled because my boss has been letting me work from home for the past couple of weeks,
dude, working from
and
home is great.
it is. Unfortunately, I'm almost done with my assignment that I'm doing from home. So I'm not gonna be, not gonna be. I won't be able to do this forever, which is a bummer because I really like it.
Mhm. Well, oh well.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Mhm.
Let's see. Rhythm and Motion, we already covered that. Oh, so I was going to talk about my private lessons real quick.
Mhm.
Well, maybe not real quick. I'll flesh it out a little more. But pretty much ever
Alright.
since. So after the show, we always have a week off of dancing. Whether it's good or bad for us, I don't know.
Mhm.
But week off, and then we start back up after having a week off, and then, but like 2 times now, like both of my private lessons with my dance partner have just been really boring and uneventful and whatnot. And after tonight, because I just had it, it ended
Mhm.
like an hour ago. But yeah, after tonight, I was just like, why is this happening? Why are we not enjoying ourselves? Why? So I was thinking, and then it and then it came to me.
Mhm.
We're not dancing enough.
Yeah.
Like we hardly danced last week, and we hardly danced this week.
Mhm.
And also, we were trying to learn specifically Argentine tango, which I have a more basic understanding of. I just need to work with it a little more. But I also feel like our lessons were a little more directionless. We didn't,
Mhm.
because during rhythm and motion, okay, we knew what we had to work on. We had to work on our piece, which turned out really well.
Mhm.
But yeah, like the past 2 weeks, like this week and last, so the past week, just hasn't been fun. And then it's like,
Mhm.
okay. So I texted my partner and I'm like, oh, yo, we need to change this because this is not fun. I can tell you're not having fun. You can tell I'm not having fun.
Mhm.
So let's change that. So yeah. Also, we're thugging it up a little bit. We're bringing water into the ballroom, but
Oh.
because it's kind of funny. My teacher was just like, because no, we have a rule. Hey, you just shouldn't bring any food or drinks in the ballroom. But he's like, it's just us. You can bring it. It's fine. So I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna do that. Like next week, I'm gonna do that and bring some snacks as well to keep hydrated. But
Mhm.
like also like my big plan, and if any of you people do have private lessons with a dance instructor, ballroom, or even not, this could apply to different things, different
Mhm.
forms of dance. Is keep dancing, unless you have something more focused, something else you're like focusing on, I guess. But like, keep dancing and try to figure out what you need to work on. But like, don't. I mean, obviously, stop for a little bit to take a break.
Mhm.
And obviously, if your teacher's like, "Hey, try this instead of this," and is showing you a move, but
Mhm.
like, don't stop, you know, because that's what
Mhm.
I felt like happened a lot, and
Mhm.
that's because that's what was happening. We were stopping, trying to figure out a move, uh, and then we looked at it and we're like, okay, we did it. It's like, okay, now what? I don't
Mhm.
know. Let's figure out what we're gonna do. And then next thing you know, 20 minutes go by, and it's like, what are we even doing?
Mhm.
So I guess to sum that up, really, it's get a lesson plan, bro. Make one up.
Mhm.
So that's kind of what dancing has been at the moment for me.
Mhm.
I've been feeling not super inspired, but now after my little revelation, I guess, or just me thinking, oh hey, we need to be doing this instead of that.
Have a lesson plan and stuff.
Yeah, have a lesson plan, and that's
Mhm.
yeah. And so now I'm actually kind of excited because I want to implement that.
Yeah, I'm excited for. I'm just excited for. I've been having little little. I've been having little. I've been hanging around, thinking. Like eventually. I'm stumbling over my words here, but while I'm just hanging out, sometimes the thought hits me, like, man, wait. I recently tried out for the silver class at the dance hall, which is like the next
Yeah.
level
So
class.
just a brief explanation of that. Basically, in ballroom and Latin, at least that's dance sport stuff, and even if it's more social dancing, there's three general levels: uh, bronze, silver, and gold. At
Hmm.
our studio, that's how it's structured at our studio. There's some different like shoot off classes, but generally,
Hmm.
bronze, silver, gold.
Hmm.
Anyone can join bronze, cool. But you need to try out for silver, and the gold class is a little
It's
different.
it's kind of like the Jedi Council. You have to be invited.
Yeah, although we're actually going to be changing that soon, which is awesome.
How so?
Uh, so actually at our class, our dance studio, we call it LEAD, which is an acronym for
Oh,
it's an acronym for Limited Enrollment Advanced Dancing.
oh.
The owner's son made that up many years ago. That's what it stands for, but thinking like, because we've
I
actually
didn't
been
know that
working
it was an acronym.
Yep, it's an acronym.
Hmm.
But yeah, people, we just haven't. We're trying to like do a big reform. We're looking at
The
changing.
Renaissance of the dance
Yeah,
hall.
pretty much. And one of the things was restructuring all the classes, and one of them was okay, but there's something on my screen. No, is one of them is restructuring the classes to where there's going to be bronze, silver, gold, and then have the lead class be something different.
Yeah, have the lead class be more focused on management and instead of
Actually, also we were thinking of having like a performance team as well,
Hmm.
and having
And are you
that be
so you
more
thinking about that
having that be more
mixing?
of a performance-ish team. Because
Mm.
when we go out into the community, like, because we've done paid gigs before.
Mm.
It's actually kind of cool. Let's see, yeah, like recently, like near like around Valentine's Day, uh, my dance partner and another couple, we went and did a paid gig. We ourselves didn't get paid, but the dance hall did. But then my dance partner and I, we did a paid gig where we personally were paid, which was freaking awesome. Like I opened the little envelope and I think I got like $50. One, I didn't expect to get money. Two, I'm like, holy crap, what? So I was a happy man. And it was for like 2 minutes of dancing.
Oh wow! All right,
Yeah, so that was pretty awesome.
all right.
But anyways, that's what we're thinking about, having maybe that more of a dedicated performance class for that. But yeah, we want to switch everything up so people who are in the silver level, because you can be in it for so long, but if you're not learning anything new, it's not very fun.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
and if you're never invited to the lead class, then what are you doing there?
Yeah, and it's
If you've
invited.
been in silver for 2 years, and you haven't been invited to the lead class, what the heck are you doing?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're slower. That's a thing. I was in. No, I wasn't. Never mind.
Mm.
But no, yeah, like some people were in the silver level class for years, for like 6 years or something.
Wow.
I think that was like Matt or whatever. But like, if you're prohibiting him from learning a more advanced level of dancing, then it's not really fair.
Mm.
So, yeah,
Anyway.
that's that. So Harrison, I'm sorry for going on that tangent, but
Don't worry about it.
I don't know. I wanted to explain that. So
Recently, I've been having these little flashes of anxiety when I'm just hanging out when I'm just at random moments throughout the day, and I think like, wait, I tried out for silver. No, oh God, and I'm worried. I want the call to be now. I want to get it as soon as I can, but I know it's going to take, I don't know, probably within the next week.
I actually have something about that. I'll share with the podcast because why not? So basically, I was actually, because the whole gold level class, or lead, whatever you want to call us, we're the ones who were judging everyone, and so I was on that panel. So what we're doing is we're actually just going to give everyone a letter, which is going to be tomorrow, by the way. So you better be.
Oh no.
You better be there. Everyone gets a.
Yeah, no, I'm going there tomorrow. I'm going to Bronze tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. So everyone who tried out is going to receive a letter from Connor. He's going to hand them out. And that's going to have, the basic structure of it is it's going to have your answer, whether you made it in or not, and it's going to have critiques. Now remember, critiques is not criticism.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
It's like a sandwich, kind of. It's kind of like, all right, you're good with this, but you need to work, however, you should work on this. This would greatly improve your dancing as a whole. So that's pretty much what the structure of those letters are.
All right.
Yeah, I told Bryson and Kaylee.
That's
I
good to
I
know.
told
That
them today.
good to have a definite date.
Yeah, I told them, oh, hey, be there tomorrow because you're gonna receive that. And yeah, told some other people. So.
That's wonderful to have. Thank you for letting me know because
Yeah.
I've been sweating it out, like wondering when it's going to happen.
Yeah, no, when I got into Silver, I was like freaking out. I'm like, man, when is this gonna happen? And I was actually on Skype with Alec, and then I got a call from a number I didn't recognize. I'm like, him and I were like playing video games, and I'm like, I'm gonna call, and I'm like, who's this? And I answer it, and it was Elliot. He was a previous Silver teacher. May he rest in peace. Just kidding. He's not dead.
He's still alive.
Yeah, he just lives.
He's just
else.
dead to us.
Not really. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. He's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to you, Elliot, my man. Oh.
Oh my.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, I got a call and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're in Silver now." So I'm like, "Oh, that's
hooray!"
Cool. But yeah, we're doing letters. I think from now on we're probably just gonna end up doing letters instead.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is kind of cool. I like that a little more because it's also well, I don't know. It's a physical thing.
And it's a little bit more
more professional.
And also a little bit more personal.
That too, personal and professional. This time it's professional.
This time it's personal.
It's personally professional. Yes,
Gandhi.
professional. Gandhi too.
Tell me, if Gandhi and Hitler faced off, okay, so Gandhi and Hitler both did their historically significant things when they were in like their 50s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Hitler and Gandhi, if they, faced off in a fist fight, who do you think would win? All out, bare knuckle to the death.
Adolf Hitler, because Gandhi would just sit there and do nothing.
No. Gandhi's pissed, Tommy.
Oh, you didn't say this was Gandhi too.
Yeah, Gandhi's pissed. Gandhi's, he's pissed.
Oh, well, in that case, well, I don't know. Let's see. Both were like, well, I don't know why, but I would think that Adolf Hitler would have more physical strength than Gandhi, but that's because I feel like
Well, I think
Adolf Hitler
he did have Parkinson's.
Who?
Adolf Hitler.
When?
Late, like, it's not confirmed, but he later in his life he was displaying symptoms of what was probably Parkinson's. Like, there are several accounts of his generals during meetings, like when he would get really stressed, his left arm would start shaking really intensely. So he probably had Parkinson's or something. And he was also a meth addict.
Yeah. So now what state are we, like,
I don't know, like,
because like what, like, is it gonna be Hitler in his 50s or is it gonna be like Hitler when he was like 20? Because I think like I feel like if it was
Gandhi was born in 1869.
Oh no, yeah, Gandhi's way older. Well, not way older.
18. Okay, Gandhi is almost exactly 20 years older than Hitler.
Okay.
So
So it'd be 40-year-old Gandhi versus 20-year-old Hitler?
Yes.
I still kind of think it would be Hitler.
Hitler would win.
Because he's younger
and also when he was 20, he was in the army.
Yeah, so he has combat training, and also he probably had a more regular diet than Gandhi, because Gandhi probably didn't eat as much as Adolf Hitler.
I mean, Gandhi was from kind of a well-off family.
I mean, like when he was 40.
Okay.
Because wasn't that when he, like, was super peace man at that?
I think so. I don't think he was like super peace man. I think he was doing stuff in South Africa at the time.
When he was 40?
I think so.
Huh.
Yeah, I think he was doing stuff in South Africa.
I'm trying to remember the Gandhi movie that we watched in...
Gandhi 2. Gandhi's pissed.
But, like, no, the Gandhi movie that was with Ben Kingsley was so good.
Great movie.
Ben Kingsley's just... Oh.
Ooh, spicy stuff.
Yeah, he's a good actor. Wasn't
Yep.
he also in Kingsman? No.
No. By the way,
No.
the
Oh,
trailer for Kingsman 2 came out, and goddamn, it looks fine.
I've never seen Kingsman at all.
Tommy, what are you doing tomorrow night?
I'm actually going dancing.
Son of a bitch! All right, what are you doing Saturday night?
I don't know.
Son of a bitch! Well, Tommy, you know what you're doing now? You're gonna watch Kingsman with me. We're gonna watch Kingsman.
Oh. Okay.
You get that? Son of a bitch! Ugh.
Oh.
We're gonna watch Kingsman, Tommy.
Okay.
That's what's gonna happen.
Okay. Well, I think that's about all we have for this episode. So
This kind of insane episode.
yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah, good episode.
Yeah, good episode. I think it's a good episode. Nobody
Alright,
does episodes like me.
I have the best episodes.
And then what is the song by like Next Episode by Dr. Dre?
Mm-hmm.
It's an episode. Oh, I'm thinking of like a remix. Anyways, well, that was my computer making a sound saying scan to computer is no longer active, talking about my printer because printers are the worst.
Mm-hmm. True.
Yeah. Well, I believe that's all we have time.
Mm-hmm. Now, everybody, get the hell out of our cave.
And then come back next week.
But please, for now, get the hell out of our cave.